Hi, Melissa Deely here, Integrative Health Practitioner. I am back for another month-long series, and this month I'm going to be talking about supplements. Last month I talked about hormones, and the month before that was gut health. And supplements are an important topic because there's a lot of people out there who think that taking supplements isn't necessary, or it's just money down the toilet, etc. And there's always two sides to everything. And so I wanted to bring you a month-long series on why we need to be supplementing, for how long we need to be supplementing, which supplements we tend to need on an ongoing basis, what supplements you might need on a short-term basis. But first of all, I just want to start off with the definition of supplement or supplementation. And that is to simply support where there are deficiencies. So supplementation should never be instead of something else, but to simply support. Now, in today's day and age, though, we do need to be supplementing, and I'm going to get into our soil systems and mineral depletion and where we're lacking the nutrients that our body needs in our soil and therefore in our food, but also just with the processed food that many people are eating in this day and age. It's so regularly available. And unfortunately, in the standard American diet, we're only getting 17 of the 90 nutrients that our body needs for a truly healthy gut and microbiome. And here's some other stats for you which show why we are needing to supplement more than ever these days. So 33% of children between the age of 6 to 19 are overweight and obese right now. 2/3 of adults are overweight and 1/3 are obese. 90% do not meet the daily nutrient requirements for vegetable intake, which means they're not getting a lot of our minerals and vitamins that we need. 75% are not meeting the daily fruit requirement intake. Remember, we want to be having 2 to 3 cups of fruit and vegetables at each of our 3 meals through the day, with a higher proportion of that being vegetables rather than fruit. So this is causing us to be nutrient deficient, basically overweight and underfed. And the sad thing is that in many cases, we are doing this to our children unknowingly, and they're just eating what's provided, and their little bodies aren't getting what they truly need in order to learn and grow and develop the way that they should be. So let's just talk about macros and micros in our diet for a minute in terms of the breakdown of nutrients. So our macronutrients are our proteins and our fats and our carbohydrates, as well as water and fiber fall into that category, that are very needed in our diet and to help move things through our body and out the other end, anything that our body doesn't need and getting toxins out. And of course, you know that protein, fat, and carbs give us the energy that we need in order to do all that we want to do in any given day. And then we also have micronutrients, and these are kind of the lesser known or more forgotten nutrients that we need in our diet. And those are our vitamins and our minerals. Now, we should be getting our vitamins and our minerals from our food, but between 1950 and the year 2000, and so even more so now up to 2020, our soil systems have become so depleted that the nutrients are not in the soil, and therefore they don't grow into the food that we're eating, even when we're eating whole plant-based foods. So just to give you an example, over that time, because our soil isn't as good as it used to be, we're growing weaker plants, and they have 6% less protein in them over that time period. We're seeing 16% less calcium through our food, 9% less phosphorus, 15% less iron, 38% less riboflavin, which is our B2, 20% less vitamin C, and 68% of North Americans are magnesium deficient. So this is probably something you haven't spent a lot of time thinking about, all of these lesser known minerals, but they are so important for our body's ability to be managing stress as well as functioning properly. Magnesium, for example, is needed for over 300 different cellular functions within the body. And when we don't have enough, all of those cellular functions tend not to work as effectively as they should. So over this time, since our soil has been massively depleted, we have started to realize, okay, how else can we get these nutrients and vitamins and minerals into our body? And so that's where the supplementation market has developed and grown out of that. And it is needed. However, there are scams out there. There are supplements that are made purely for profit, as versus having all the ingredients in it that the body truly needs in order to have benefit from. So as I continue to go through this series, I'm going to bring these types of things as to a highlight for you and show you how to read a supplement label or what to look for, how to know you're getting a good quality supplement, as well as dig deeper into some of the supplements that we need to be taking on an ongoing basis because we just don't get enough through our food, versus other supplements that you might need to take if your body is out of balance to help your body come back into balance. And then at that point, you no longer need to be taking it. So thank you for joining me here today. And I look forward to having you join me or catch the replays on these, on the important topic of supplements, especially if you've been wondering about it and trying to figure out how do you get a good quality supplement. So I will see you back here on Wednesday with the next edition of the supplement series.